All right, so for this week, we were looking at GJ, and we always start on the daily time frame, and we always trade structure candle by candle basis, right? Just break and retest, very easy. This week I was looking at GJ and I saw a break above structure on the daily. So that told me that we're obviously looking for buys because the whole thing is bullish. So what I did was I scaled down on the 1 hour, and then I noticed that price was needed to come back down to an order block, and we needed to have I identified two order blocks right here. Identified this one and this one here. So these are my two POIs for the whole week. Now, when I saw this whole movement down, making downward, a lower low, lower high scenario here, and we're on the 1 hour, I noticed that, okay, well, it's probably going to take, maybe, I don't know, entire week for price to get here, because I was actually all the way here at the time when it opened, I think on Monday. Yeah, right there. 4th of June is Monday. Yeah. And so I noticed we were here, and then I wanted to wait for the market to get down here, eventually to take the buy. So I thought, well, what the heck, let's just trade this structure, because the structure is clearly telling me it's a sell on the 1 hour right here, as you can see, right? So I took a trade down here. This was my first trade of the week. I, again, saw the break of structure here, and I looked to enter in these areas. Let's go down on the 5-minute to show you a little more in depth what happened and why I took it. So we're on the 5-minute here. The price hit this area, my order block here. And then I noticed I had to wait a little patiently, obviously, to to see if price was ever going to continue even lower to come and hit these areas. Eventually, the market broke another low, and I had to readjust for another order block. Right. So here's a potential order block that I was looking at here, right here. And I noticed that price isn't going too far up here. So when the market broke here and never touched my order block, then it made another low. And then I thought to myself, okay, well, this is an order block that's unmitigated right now. So I'm going to have to react to this next break. So I zoomed in here and I found out, okay, well, there's my last high before the break. And that's when I knew that my order block was in here. I went on the 1 minute, I believe so. Yes, I went on the 1 minute, and I believe I went it maybe even on the 5-second. Let's see. Went on the 5-second. Yes, right here. No, it was the 1 minute. It was the 1 minute. And no, not here. Sorry, right here. And I saw my order block right here, the last high before the break, and then I had a limit order right here, and it took price down all the way to hit 12.8% on this trade. And I knew this was my target here. So this was a real success. I also identified, equal lows of liquidity here and here. So I knew eventually price had to come down to hit this liquidity and take them out. Take out the low side liquidity here. And so that was the success for this trade. Then I had another one right here. I'll explain this one on the 1 hour. So we're back on the 1 hour right here. And I knew whenever it breaks structure, like it did here, I knew price had to go back to another high, to the last high. And it wasn't this high, it was this high up here, as we see it here. Now I had to go and refine this order block. Fortunately, you can't see that tiny little order block because we'll go on the lower time frame. But at first I had my order block like this, right? And to me, this is too big of a risk zone. So I need to go and refine it. So what I did was I went all the way down to the 5 minute, and then I'm pretty sure I went to the 1 minute, because normally I go to the 1 minutes to refine these. And I spotted, oh, not here, sorry, it was right, where was it? Right here. Sorry about that, guys. It was right here. My last high was right up here. Then I noticed, okay, well, let me take this out actually. Let me go to the 1 minute. Then I noticed here that this was still my last high. I went on the 1 minute to find this area. So I highlighted this wick area here and knew that this is my last time before the break happened here. You see this break here? And that's what told me that this is where my order block was. So I went all the way back on the 1 hour, or should I say back to the 5 minute actually. Let me populate this fast. Okay, let's go back to the 5 minute. So I noticed when price got here eventually, I saw the Wyckoff schematic happening here. For those of you that don't know what the Wyckoff schematic is, you can check it out. It's on Google, everywhere, on YouTube. I found out the Wyckoff schematic right here, and I realized what was happening in this information here. So I waited for the price to break below again, below the structure here, and I took the sell based off of this area here. I took it right there. I had my risk. I actually redid my order block here, another order block on the 1 minute, I believe. Let me look right here. Yeah, it was this high right here. Oopsie. Excuse me, guys. It was right here. That was the order block I was targeting. And I had a, what is it, a 1.3 pip stop loss, a 1.3 pip stop loss, and my target was 53%, which was this low. And we hit target. Pretty sure we did, because I knew it took it out. There we go. And we hit target. So that was my second trade that I took on the 5 minute. So that was beautiful. Then we looked for another trade to take. Well, we were looking for this one right here on the 1 hour to take. And I couldn't, we were waiting for it the whole time. Let me populate here quickly, because I knew I took it. There we go. Okay. So when we were here at the time, price came to my order block on the 1 hour. Then I went to the 5 minute, and I started doing what's called the Wyckoff schematic right here. And I was so busy that day, I totally forgot about this trade. I was eventually looking for a market to break above structure here and to come back to my order block in this area to take the buy. And look what happens. Price taps me in and it goes. And I was just so upset I missed this trade. I would have had a 68% right there, as you can see. Let me see it here. It would have been a 68.43% right there for this trade. So I missed this. The one I started on Monday, I missed it. But it happens, guys. It really happens. So, you know, it just teaches me a lesson to never get away from my setups, you know, and always to pay attention to your setups, you know, because, you know, you're just waiting for them the whole time. Anyway, so I got back up here. Let me populate these cells here. Okay, so I got up here. I was on the 1 hour again, and I was like, all right, well, I see a lower low here, a lower low happening. And if it breaks this area here, I know it's going to, you know, price is going to go up, right? But I knew eventually when price got up to this area that there was going to be another sell happening. So what I did was I went down to the 5 minute right here, and, or no, rather it was the 1 minute, sorry. It's the 1 minute right here. And I noticed there was another Wyckoff schematic in this area right here where you can see it clearly, obviously, right? And this told me, okay, well, we're looking for sells. So I took these trades on the 5 second, I believe 5 or 15 seconds time frame. And we hit a 70% on all three trades here. Let's go down to the 15 seconds. Okay. So once I identified the Wyckoff schematic here, I saw my opportunity here. I was looking for my order block. I identified my order block, which was right there. I don't know why I had it there, but it was right there, right here. And I took the sell, and in trusting the process, obviously. Then I followed. I saw that there was a break of structure here, break of structure here, and this also told me, okay, I'm going to take the next buy, the next sell here once the break of structure happened here. So I took a sell and identified my order block in this area right here, and trusting the process. Price broke structure, then I went price back, started coming back up. Now we saw that there's liquidity here and there's liquidity here. Now I know price has to come and take out this low side liquidity. And so I found this order block right here. It's hard to see, but you can't really see it, obviously, on the 15 time frame. But the way I knew that's my order block is I kept going down on lower time frames, like right here to the 5-second time frame. And if you look right down here closely, what do you see? A last up candle before the down move. And that's what told me this was the sell. So I took a sell for a 24% on this trade, 16.7% on this trade, and 29% on this trade. They all hit target right at this red line. That was my target. And that's how I made it was 69.9% actually, but 70% in total, I guess, for these trades. So it was not bad for this trade here, and it was a success, to be honest.